Welcome to ANS Solver question 11 of this paper. So for part A, they are asking us to complete the table for the three sequences. Okay, so for the first sequence, as you can see, they are simply subtracting 4 from each term. So what you do is, for the fifth term as well, you just subtract 4. So 1 minus 4 is equal to minus 3. And the nth term for this sequence, since it's a linear sequence, the a value would be minus 4, so it would be minus 4n, and plus, so now since the first term is 13, if you substitute n as 1, you would get minus 4 plus x is equal to 13. So therefore x would be equal to 13 plus 4, which is equal to 17. Therefore minus 4 plus 17 would be your nth term for the A sequence. Now let's move to the B sequence. So for the B sequence, they are you must have noticed that all the numbers are one less than the cube number of the term number. So for example, if it's the first term, so 1 cube is 3, 1 cube is 1, minus 1 is 0. For the second term, 2 cube is 8, minus 1 is 7. Like that, you can find the fifth term for the answer for the fifth term as well. So 5 cube, which is 125, minus 1 is equal to 124. So you can find, so your nth term, you've already found it. That is your nth term cube minus 1. So that will be your final answer for the sequence B. Now let's move to sequence C. So for sequence C, sometimes all you have to do is solve it separately because it's a fraction. All you need to do is solve maybe the numerator first and then the denominator. So if you do that, the nth term of the sequence would be the nth term plus 6, so n plus 6 divided by the so for the second one, you could solve it as a normal sequence, so 8, 16, 32. And in this case, you would realize that whenever you try to find a common difference, you won't be able to, because it is a geometric sequence. So therefore, your geometric sequence is in the form the common ratio. So how you find the ratio is the second term divided by the first term. So 16 divided by 8 is equal to 2. So it would be 2 raised to n, and then you can add or subtract a number from n depending on what you need. So if it was 2 raised to n for the first term, so it would be 2 raised to 1. And since we need to reach the number 8, we would make it 2 raised to n plus 2, because 2 cube is 8. So 2 raised to 1 plus 2, which is 3. So 2 cube is 8. So let's check it for the second term, which is 16. So it would be 2 raised to 2. But instead of 2 raised to 2, we will do 2 raised to 2 plus 2. So it will be 2 raised to 4. And therefore 2 raised to 4 is 16. Therefore this would be your nth term for the sequence C. Now let's find the fifth term, because now it would be easier since we already know the nth term. So all we need to do is substitute n as 5. So 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. And it would 11 divided by 2 raised to 5 plus 2, which is 7. So 2 raised to 7, which is equal to 128. So therefore that would be our final answer for part A of this question. Now let's move to part B. So for part B, they are telling us that one term of the sequence is P by Q. So if we say that P by Q is equal to 7 by 8. So they are asking us for the next term in sequence P by Q. So the next term in this case is 8 by 16. So we could say that in terms of P by Q, the numerator would be P plus 1, because 7 plus 1, divided by 2 times Q. So it would be 2 times the previous denominator, and the numerator would be simply the previous numerator plus 1. So therefore your final answer would be p plus 1, the whole thing divided by 2q. Therefore this would be your final answer for part B of this question.